What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in Need for Speed 2015, and what you guys are going to be watching gameplay-wise is some customization gameplay with a little bit of kind of free roam around the city thrown in there. And the biggest thing that I wanted to talk about in this video is the new livery editor, or the wrap editor. Now, the wrap editor basically allows you to take your car after you're done with your body kit and everything else you want to do as far as performance customization goes, and just go absolutely crazy with whatever kind of visual style you want. And throughout this video, I'll be showing you guys several new screenshots of what this editor can actually do, because you'll be able to go pretty much more in depth than you've ever been able to in any Need for Speed game. If you want stripes, you can do it. If you want lettering down the side of the car, you can do it. If you want racing numbers, you can do it. I mean, it all depends on really what you want to do with your own personal style and what kind of style you're going for with your car. And I think that kind of the way they're structuring it is really interesting, because a lot of the previous Need for Speed games, a lot of the vinyls were not only pre-made, but they were kind of put into their own category where they were kind of off on their own. Whereas with this kind of a system, everything is kind of open. Everything is open for you to be able to do whatever you want. And I mean, some of the cool things about it too are the fact that you can pretty much change up the look whenever you want to. You can change up your look almost instantly, and you can add tons and tons and tons and tons of layers. And you've got, I mean, there's decals and logos from a bunch of different brands in the automotive industry that I'm sure you guys are going to know, and it's just going to be kind of cool to have those in the game. I mean, you have flags, characters, letters, numbers, patterns, just so much. And the nice thing about it is the fact that, like I said, you can keep layering these on and layering and layering and layering on the car, and these new screenshots really reflect that. I mean, and the cool thing about it too is if you look in, there's actually one of the screenshots where you can see lettering on the tires, and I think that's a really nice touch. I think it's, personally, to me, it's one of my favorite little touches that they put in there. And I think that they're on a really cool track. I think that they're on the right track with this livery editor, because not only does it give players the ability to express their own style on their cars within the game, but it allows a whole new side of Need for Speed to be explored from a designer standpoint. Because Need for Speed previously was obviously a lot about the driving, and I feel like this not only brings in a new aspect of kind of the designer portion of the game, but also can actually bring in some new players that might actually be more interested in the customization side of it, since this is the deepest customization, especially visually, that we've ever had in a Need for Speed game. And I think that that's a really good thing, because you've got some people that are drivers, you've got some people that's all they want to do is just upgrade their car and then just go out and drive, play the game. They don't even want to mess with this stuff. But on the other hand, you've got people that spend hours and hours in livery editors, in wrap editors, doing what they do and making their designs perfect right down to the absolute detail that they want to see. Now, personally, to me, I'll go ahead and say right off the bat that I'm much more of a when it comes to stuff like this, I'm much more of a tuner than a painter, as far as like the mechanical side versus the visual side. But I feel like a system like this might actually draw me into that a little bit more, and kind of draw me into spending some more time with a system like this, because a system like this, I feel like, would not only be a good introduction to it, because I mean, you've got a lot of like brand stickers and stuff like that, like a big Hoonigan sticker. You can plop that wherever you want it on the car, and it'd be really simple with it. Or you can do just like a crazy ridiculous race livery all over the car with tons and tons and tons and tons of layers. And I feel like it really allows you to almost level up your own skill as you kind of progress, not really progress through the wrap editor, but as you get more practice with it. Because with something like this, I mean, practice is the key. It really, really is. Practice is the key above all else. I mean, really and truly above all else. And just looking at some of these cars right now, like this BRZ, for example, this Rocket Bunny BRZ, I'm already getting ideas as to what I would like to see as far as visual customization. I mean, we're going to switch it up in a second to the 911, and when you look at that as well, I mean, what comes to mind for me is a lot of the different cars that Magnus Walker has, and some of the cool and funky designs that are on those cars. Some of those cars have very simple designs, others have very flashy designs. I mean, you can think of RWB cars as well. Some of the RWB Porsches, again, are very, very, the designs are very, very clean, very smooth. Sometimes they're just one solid color, whereas some of the others are, this ridiculous race livery. And again, it all comes down to what you want to put on your car and how you want your car to look, because how you want your car to look is, and I feel like I might get into a little bit of, I don't want to start an argument with the function guys, but when it comes down to it, you know, designs don't, they obviously, you know, they don't make you faster, but especially if you like to play this type of game from the third-person view like I do, I feel like you not only want your car to be fast, but you want to have something unique to look at. And considering the fact that Need for Speed is going to have a very social style of gameplay, your unique style of designs and your unique style of your own car is going to matter a lot, because nobody's two designs are going to be like exactly the same. And that's what's really cool to me, is that you take these cars on, you know, you take these cars out with your friends in the game, and if you guys have all used the design editor, nobody's going to end up with the exact same design, unless obviously, well, I mean, unless obviously you deliberately make the same design, but you guys get what I'm saying. There's a lot that could go, there's so much that could go into it, that everybody's own style is going to be expressed in these cars, and I can't really, I'm trying to figure out how to describe how cool that is, and really what it boils down to is, the coolest thing about it is that everybody's car is going to have a slightly different element to it. Everybody's car is going to have some slightly different element or another that's going to set it apart from everybody else's cars. And I think that's a really, really cool thing, because it gives you that feeling of ownership, and that feeling of like, hey, this car is mine. This car is actually mine. I mean, like, sure, there are other Mustangs in the game, or sure, there are other Vipers or other GTRs, but this GTR or this Viper or this Mustang is mine. And I feel like it really adds to, like I said, the ownership side of that feeling that you get when you customize these cars. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, then don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys are excited for in the new Need for Speed. If it's the livery editor, the wrap editor, or if it's something else entirely. Again, let me know in the comment section below. And if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. And I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.